What's up, you guys? It's KeAmber Vaughn, aka CoachKe, coming back to you with another video. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you're not new, welcome back. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and also tap the bell so that you are notified of every new video that I post. So as you guys can tell by the title of this video, we're going to be going through my April financial goals. And so I just want to put a little blurb in here for those of you guys who are on your journeys towards financial freedom, towards becoming debt free. It's very important that you set goals, because if you don't set goals, you're less likely to reach whatever level of financial freedom that it is that you're trying to attain. And the reason being is because, and this is an analogy that I use all the time, especially when I'm educating and training, like in the entrepreneur space. If I was to take you to a gun range and I blindfolded you, I turned you around 10 times, and then I put the gun in your hand and I told you to hit the target, you're probably going to hit something, but it's probably not going to be the target, right? And the reason being is because you can't see the target. When you do not set financial goals on your journeys, okay, you are trying to hit a target that you cannot see. And so sometimes what you're going to see is you're going to see that you're setting the same goals month to month because you know what your overall large goal is. And so for those of you guys who are new, as you see me putting these videos out on a monthly basis, sometimes you're going to see that a goal that I had last month or the month before is the same goal that I have now. Some of my goals might change up a time or two, but for instance, one of my bigger goals is to pay my car loan off. So of course, every single month, there's going to have to be a certain small goal that I have to keep putting in there every month because my goal is to attain the larger goal. Okay, so if you are not setting goals right now, it's very important that you do starting today, really, if it is important for you to reach that level of financial freedom that you are trying to reach. So let's get started with the video. So like always, before I go over the current month's financial goals, I'm going to go over the results for the previous month. So some of the things that I did well in March, I had the largest increase in my net worth ever. If you did not see my debt and net worth update, I will link that up in the eye in the sky. But my net worth increased by $6,751.91. That is the largest month ever. Like I'm still on cloud nine. I can't even lie to y'all. But that number comes from, of course, me decreasing my debt amount by a pretty substantial amount. But also because of the income that I earned in March, I earned like well over 2 times my estimated income, which of course is number 2. I had my best income month ever, like ever in life. Okay. And so with that, I was able to keep a good chunk of money in my checking account, as what you guys, if you are on Dave Ramsey's plan, you will call this like a rollover or a cushion. I'm not on Dave Ramsey's every dollar budget. I'm not on his plan to becoming debt free. I'm on something else. I learned from a different millionaire, because Dave ain't the only millionaire in this country or in this world. But in the end, I basically keep a certain percentage of my income in my checking account. And so a different millionaire actually taught me that you really want to keep about 2 to 3 times your monthly bills in your checking account at all times. And so I've been keeping it a lot lower than that over the course of time. And because of how much money I earned in March, I was able to keep a pretty good amount in there. So I'm almost at the point where I'm basically at about 2 times my monthly bills at this point, but I really want to get that to 3 times that amount probably in the next couple of months or so. So that is where the biggest part of my increase in my net worth came from. The next thing that I did well, I was able to completely reimburse myself for taking the $1,800 out of my mini emergency fund back in October for my taxes. So that's really, really good. So now I don't have to save towards that anymore because it's back fully funded. And like I say in all of my last videos where I talked about taking money out of my mini emergency fund, I do not suggest people do that, but I have my mini emergency and my true emergency fund completely funded, which is equivalent to being done with baby step 1 and 3 at the same time. So that's that. The other thing that I did well, I was able to save over $1,600, and that is for my mini emergency fund. I also put some money into my investment fund, and then I put some money towards my income tax thinking fund as well. And then I also put over $3,000 towards debt, which is crazy. Yes, that was my largest ever as well. So some things that I can improve on. I'm going to always say that I want to continue to increase my income. No matter how much money I make, I'm always going to want more. It just is what it is. There's a certain lifestyle that I want to live, not coming from a materialistic standpoint, because I'm going to tell you guys now, it doesn't matter how much money I earn, I'm still going to shop on the clearance rack, okay? And I'm still going to shop at Ross and other discount places like that. That's just me. That's how I am. But in regards to what my lifestyle kind of goals are, I want to be able to help out my parents a lot more. My grandmother is my only living grandparent. She just turned 70 last month. So there are certain things that I want to be able to do and provide for her. And in order to do that, you have to have more money. Okay. So that's always going to be a goal of mine. The next goal is to work at least one nursing shift per week. I actually didn't work at all last week. I needed a break because for those of you guys who didn't know, I work in a psychiatric rehab facility, and that can be daunting sometimes, especially when you have multiple shifts in a row where you're going in and there are incidents happening. And so I did not work at all last week. I needed that break, but I do work this Thursday. But the biggest reason why I need to work at least one nursing shift per week is not for money purposes, because look, for what I have to deal with, I do not get paid a lot. But it's actually for my sanity. I help people in the entrepreneur space all the time. I'm the director of financial education for the company that I helped to start. I do a lot of coaching and training and stuff like that. And I love that aspect of helping people, but it is not equivalent to the same care and help that I give in the nursing field. And so nursing is something that I aspired to be in since I was a child. And so what I noticed was over the course of the 3 years, and I have to make a totally different video about this because it gets deep, but over the 3 years that I was 100% in entrepreneurship, no matter how much money I earned or didn't earn, I was always unfulfilled, and it was because I was missing this piece of me. And so working at least a shift a week will help me with my sanity. It helps me to stay focused. It helps my mental state. And at times when I'm starting to go through this cyclic depression, cycles that I've been dealing with since I was 10 years old, or I start to go through the anxiety and the panic attacks and stuff like that, I notice that if I work a little bit more, that helps to kind of stable and mellow me out. So that is very important. That's a goal that I have to continue to stick with. And then I'll say my spending. So thus far, since I started budgeting back in I think September of last year, I've never gone over budget, like my overall budget. I might go over in certain categories, but I've never been over budget completely overall. And this month, well, March will actually end up being the month that I do. I'm actually still in March as far as my expenses go. My April expenses don't start until this Friday. But you guys are going to be able to see in my March budget results video, I am going to end up going over budget. Right now, as of today, it's Tuesday. It's April 3rd. I'm still under budget, but today, because this video is going up on Wednesday, I will end up going over budget. There is a mattress topper that I'm trying to get that is a gel mattress topper. I went to Macy's with my family yesterday and I seen it. It was on sale. It normally goes for like $860 and they had it on sale for $175, and this is something that I need. I go to a chiropractor every week. I've had back problems since I was literally a child because I was born with scoliosis. The way my back is, I have scoliosis at the top, and when it comes back to the middle, it twists around in a spiral. And so because my hips are kind of wide, when I lay down in a regular bed without something that kind of, forms to the shape of your body, it makes my spine like all out of whack. And so the point in which my back turns in a spiral, that is like a pressure point and it hurts all the time. And so I really think that this mattress topper will end up helping me. So I'm going to end up going over budget, and I'm absolutely okay with it because this is a good investment. And I don't want to, because the sale actually ends, I think on the 8th, if I'm not mistaken, or it might end on Wednesday. I'm not sure, but it's ending very soon. And I don't want to say, oh, well, let me see what the sale will be next week when I'm going to sit here and literally save like $700. Like, that's ridiculous. So, yeah, but that's something that I can improve on though. So, goal number 1 that I had in March was to put at least $500 in my savings/sinking funds. So I put $708.36 in my mini emergency fund. That got me back fully funded for that. I put $200 in my income tax sinking fund. That's just what I do, $200 a month. But after I am completely out of debt, I will increase that amount. And then I put $703.25 in my investment sinking fund. That topped me out at $1,000. And per my previous video, which was my debt and net worth update, I did inform you guys that I'm probably going to stop contributing to the investment sinking fund until I'm completely out of debt. So total, I put $1,611.61 towards my savings/sinking fund. So that goal, of course, was met. So goal number 2 was to pay at least $800 towards my car loan. That does include my $262.53 minimum payment. So my minimum payment was $262.53, which is what I just said. And my interest amount out of this was only like $16 and some change. And then my extra payment was $2,813.91, which brought me to a total of $3,076.44. So, of course, this goal was met as well. Goal number 3 was to get my car loan balance below $5,000. At the beginning of March, my car loan balance was $6,755.40. And I was able to meet this goal. My car loan balance is now $3,695.52. And just so you guys know, for those of y'all who are new, this is my last debt. So I am like this close to becoming debt free. I've basically been in debt since maybe 19 years old, just various debts, you know. As soon as I get out of debt, I go and do something else, you know, buying another car and just all kinds of crazy stuff. So I'm this close, and I want to be completely debt free forever, minus like investment properties and stuff like that. But out of consumer debt, this is the last consumer debt I plan to ever have again. So the last goal that I had was to increase my net worth by at least $1,000, which meant my goal was $17,208.95. So my March 31st, 2018 net worth was $22,960.86. And you see what the goal was. So you guys can see that I 100% met that. My February net worth was $16,208.95, which is why that goal of $1,000 ended up being $1,000 more than this. So my 30-day change was $6,751.91. So of course I met that goal as well. So now let's talk about my April 2018 financial goals. So goal number 1 is to pay at least $1,000 towards my car loan. Again, this will include the $262.53, which is my minimum payment. Goal number 2 is to get my car loan below $2,500. So that's a little over $1,000. So I really need to go over $1,000 on my car loan payment to get below $2,500. But that is the goal. And yes, so my goal is to meet those. Goal number 3 is to not save more than $400 this month. And this might seem very weird, especially because I've always saved a lot of money every single month, pretty much since I started this journey. But the reason why this is my goal is because I'm addicted to saving money, and it's actually a good addiction to have. But because I'm less than $3,700 away from paying my car loan off, because my mini emergency fund is now back fully funded, my true emergency fund is fully funded. I have $1,000 in my investment fund. My income tax sinking fund is like $800 at this point. I have like, what is it? I have almost $13,000 in my savings. There's no reason for me to continue saving. All of my goals of what I want my sinking funds and emergency funds and stuff like that, I'm pretty much there at this point, so it's no point in me continuing to save. But what I am going to do, I am still going to put my $200 in my income tax sinking fund, because that is something that's very important, excuse me, because I do owe every year. So I don't want to use that $200 for my debt. I just don't want to. And I know some people are probably like, look, girl, you got all this money in your savings, just pay the debt off. That's not what I want to do. It's not what I'm going to do. I'm very disciplined. I stick to my plan. I'm very consistent, and I'm consistent with my plan. What somebody else would tell me to do is not something that I would tell myself to do. So I'm not going to listen to anybody but myself. And at this point, the interest that I earn every month on my savings is pretty much equivalent, maybe like $1 less than what I'm paying in interest for my car loan. And actually, now that my car loan is less than $3,700, more than likely my interest this month is only going to be like $8 to $10, and I earn more than that on my savings every month. So it makes no sense for me to drain my savings by $3,700 to pay this car loan off, when now I'm down $3,700. I'm down the interest that I was earning on that account. Like, it just makes no sense. Okay, I'm going to keep doing it the way that I want to do it. And because the type of debt that I had and how great my credit score was, over the course of how long I've been paying my debts off, since it's been now since November of 2016, my interest every month that I was paying on my debts are very minimal, because my credit card debt has 0% interest. My student loans only had like maybe about $3,700 left on my student loans, which I came out with my bachelor's in nursing with only $7,900. So I should have had it paid off anyway. But my interest on those was 3.4% and 4.5%. I think less than like $15 was going towards interest with that every month. My tax debt had a little bit of interest on it, and then was my car. So my plan worked really well for me. I'm going to stick to it until I get out of debt, which is still only going to be about 2 to 2.5 months, 3 months max. Okay. But I don't want to save too much this month, because I got enough at this point. And then goal number 4 is to increase my net worth by at least $1,000, which of course will happen automatically if I reach the first 2 goals. So my goal is to get my net worth to $23,960.86. So those are my goals for this month. And of course, I gave you the results for last month. If you have set financial goals last month, feel free to leave down in the comment section how you did for last month. If you are just now starting to set some goals and you've now set some goals for this month, feel free to leave them down in the comment section. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and got something out of it. I hope you guys learned some stuff. Please give this video a thumbs up, and also subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys this Friday for the March 2018 budget results. Bye, guys.